Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my plan with me for February 20th through the 26th. I'm going to do something a little bit different this week and split my plan with me for my hourly planner and my compact vertical into two separate videos and just see how that goes. I always say a prayer at the end of my weekly plan with me, so what I'm going to do is put the same prayer at the end of both of these videos, because I know some of you come here and you look forward to having the prayer. So we're going to start with hourly in this video. I will be using my first ever kit from HanCanPlan. You guys have probably heard of HanCanPlan. She goes by HanCanPlan on Instagram, and she has a sticker shop. So this is called Rainbow Garden, and I picked this up because the colors were so pretty that I could not resist, and this part of it has little hearts on it, so it's not particularly a Valentine's theme. We're past Valentine's Day anyway, but I thought this fit really well onto the last week of February, so I'm excited to try my very first HanCanPlan sticker kit. You guys, there's a few different ways I could go because there are 2 strips of fat washi here, and then sort of a medium-sized washi, some skinny washi, and then on this date cover sheet, there is even more washi. So I am probably not going to be able to use it all, but I think what I'll do is go ahead and use the fattest washi, and I really love this look. You know, my favorite color combination is pink and green. Maybe you know that. And that one is speaking to me a little bit, so pretty sure I'm going to use that one. Right here at the 7 o'clock line, I am placing the fattest of the washi, and that's just because my day doesn't start as early as some people. If this were you, you might want to cover up some of the later hours, but I think this is what I want to do. And then I'm going to put the little skinny green washi above that. And I think it'll work with just a little bit of white space still left above it. So we're just going to bump that down against that fat washi. And yes, I've just covered up the dates. And the reason I'm going to talk about that is because this morning I took a walk with one of my dear friends who is not really a planner girl, and she has young children that keep her busy. She's a planner girl in that she likes to keep her schedule straight, but she's not a planner girl in this way, shall we say. And so she happened upon one of my videos the other day. She is a subscriber, but she doesn't really, this is not really her thing, okay? She happened on one of the videos and she was watching it and she thought, well, you know, this is really interesting. And she was describing what was going through her mind as she was watching it. And then everything was fine until I covered up the dates, and she's like, what? The dates were right there. Why are you covering up the dates? And of course I had to laugh because I've heard that so many times. Why would you cover up the dates? They're already there. And the answer is just because it's fun. It's just fun and it's pretty. That's all. It's just fun and pretty. And this is the time of week that I look forward to every single week, where I get to decorate my planner. Of course it's time consuming. Of course it's unnecessary. But this relaxes me. This is a form of self-care, in my opinion. This is a hobby that I love, and I just think it's fun. Call my planner a sticker book if you must, because I love it. Okay, so what do we think about that? Huh? Pretty good, right? Let's do the same thing over here. And dig up the fat washi. Okay, so we're going to go right into story time. In my video a couple weeks ago, I didn't really do much storytelling last week because I was so preoccupied with planning in my Moxie Life horizontal for a change last week that I really had to concentrate on what I was doing. And it turned out okay, I think. But anyway, I didn't tell any stories. So if you watched a couple of weeks ago, I had asked you guys if I ever told you the story about how my mother became a majorette. And several of you said, no, you haven't told that story. so I'm going to tell it. So I have family history lunch with my mom. That's what I call it, every Wednesday. And I take my Erin Condren notebook and ask her about her childhood. And one of the things that I found out was that my mom, that I knew she had been a majorette in the high school band, and it was a big high school band, and it was a big deal to be a majorette. The majorettes wore these amazing uniforms. I almost said costumes. They were uniforms with satin capes that made them look like royalty. And you know, more or less on the social popularity scale, if you were a majorette during this time, which was in the 1950s, you were even more popular than the cheerleaders. So, how did my mom become a majorette when she didn't really know how to twirl a baton? Okay, so there were auditions for these things, and you had to be a good baton twirler to make it. So here's what happened. Mom played the flute, and the band director was always encouraging the majorettes to learn an instrument and to not just be baton twirlers. He also wanted them to learn to be musicians to some degree. And my mom was a flutist. Well, lo and behold, one of the majorettes went and got married in the middle of the school year, and they were left one majorette short. You can't have that. They were left a majorette short. And so, in an effort to encourage musicianship among any other wannabe majorettes, the band director decided to pull from his band of musicians, instrumentalists, and choose a majorette that way. And he asked my mother and another girl if they would be interested. My mom said that she was interested. She did not know how to twirl a baton, but yes, she was interested. I mean, how could you not be interested when you got to wear the satin cape? So she was interested. And so she accepted that. She learned how to get by with a baton. And I'm going to have to dig up a picture to put up on the screen to show you these glamorous majorette uniforms and the whole majorette corps, so to speak, standing on the steps of their high school. I've seen this picture before, and when I was growing up and I saw this picture, I always thought my mom was like a queen of some kind in high school that I never became in high school. But anyway, that is how she became a majorette, is because you were not allowed to get married. Now, perhaps this girl found herself pregnant. I don't know why she got married when she was in high school, but it was the 1950s. So some girls did get married when they were in high school. So I don't really know what the circumstances were, but that was why there was an opening and why it was filled by a non-professional twirler. Now, what are we going to do about a decorative box? Because I didn't order any decorative boxes, like vertical planner decorative boxes. Here's a full box that would fit a vertical planner box. So maybe I will just write something in this, and we'll use this as the little decorative element up here above where I put my memory verse in the sidebar. These are gorgeous florals. These are really pretty, Hannah. These are really pretty. Okay, and then we have more washi, of course. So I may end up putting that down here, but let's go ahead and put some plans down. Let's just go ahead and start in the morning. And every day this week, except for, I think, Saturday, it's going to be about the same schedule. So at 8 o'clock, I will have my morning routine. So let's just put a little different color dot on 8 o'clock. And dark green. And then light blue. And you know, when you switch to different sticker shops and try their kits, they offer different things. So you have to kind of think outside of the box as you adjust to how you might use the stickers that they offer. So this one is going to be more of a 715, but I'll put it on 7. And then we'll go back to red for Sunday. That one will be an 8 o'clock. Okay, so I'm just going to write morning routine here. And let's see, I've got the beautiful new gel pens. Let me pull one out. Did you notice I've got this blush matte down here? This is the desk matte, I think is what they call it. Also, this is one of the new gel pens. These work really well, you guys. These work really well. I'm going to tell you my one complaint about them, but it's easily, no, there's 2 complaints. Every single Erin Condren pen, I think, should have the name of the color on it. So that's complaint number 1, but that's kind of an old complaint. The complaint about this pen is that unless you really push this on the bottom, it's not going to stay. So what I do is just really push down, and then it will stay. If you cap it, it clicks and it stays perfectly. But if you're just putting it on the bottom of your pen, it might fall. Well, see, it's not now. But if it did, you just push it on, and then that works. Should I use green to write morning routine? And maybe should I use green throughout? Ooh, I don't know. Let's do it. Okay, I like that, and I love that color. I think it's called Aquamarine. And now I'm going to come under with a coordinating color like the same, well, it's not coordinating, it's the same color, and use these little flags to just indicate that I am getting ready or washing my hair or what have you. So I like to wash my hair and do a blow dry 3 days a week. And then the other get readies are much quicker because it takes a long time to dry my hair. So on some of these I will write shampoo and blow dry, and on some I will just write get ready. And no, that's not what's in my morning routine because I read your mind just now. And FYI, those were Mama Gloria's shop little shampoo icons. It's ID number 0033, but I think you can just type in the search shampoo, wash hair, something like that. And I have discounts for Mama Gloria's shop and Boulder Bond and the Gold Project. Those 3 sticker shops. I don't have a discount code for HanCanPlan, at least not as of right now. So, but if you want a Mama Gloria shop sticker, my discount is Sarah20 for 20% off. And I didn't mention a while ago, for anybody who's new, I always cut my stickers, washi tape especially, with a handy scraper. This is the Stanley brand. They don't call theirs a handy scraper, but there was a 2-pack that I picked up at CVS long ago. This is called a handy scraper. Actually, no, this one says helping hand, so never mind. This is the same thing from the Dollar Tree. So this one's the heaviest of the 3, and it's the most expensive of the 3, but the Dollar Tree one is just as good. Honestly, it's just a razor blade with a little holder. Okay, and then I know what some of you all are wondering right now. Well, if shampoo and blow dry is not in your morning routine and getting ready is not in your morning routine, what is? Pray tell. Well, it is when my husband and I, we do a number of things. First of all, we have our coffee and our breakfast and just a little discussion about the day. And then we listen to roughly 10 to 15 minutes of an audiobook. And then we do our Wordle, and then and then we have prayer time. We say a prayer for the day. So yeah, that's what the morning routine is, and that just helps kind of ground us and get us ready for the day. So getting ready is a whole different thing. And neither one of us starts super early. We work later. So we work pretty long hours, but it's into the evening, like with teaching piano, and he has certain things like at work that he does after most people have quitting time. I've got 2 nice appointments on Tuesday. I have coffee with a friend, and then I have lunch with a friend, 2 friends, and then a little bit of shopping in between on Tuesday. So that's pretty fun. And I've got Mom Day 3 days. So with these stickers, let me decide what I want to use. There's an extra little box here that I'll just bring over to this side, and we'll most likely use the big ones for piano. So I need 4 of those for piano, and here's an extra. Let's just go from piano up. And for Mom Day, it's 11 to 2 roughly each day. And guess what I just figured out? If you take one of these boxes and go like this, you can do exactly that much time. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write Mom Day on these as if they go this way. I just went with a little highlighter system over here, did a long line, and added the little dots from Hannah's kit to just kind of indicate where I'm doing 3 different things while I'm out. Thursday is an all-day work day up till piano lessons where I'm working on some deadlines that are going to come due in April, but I really want to get them done way before that, like sometime in March instead of anytime in April. So I want to block this out and use a big box to say April deadlines because I'll know what that means. And since I already have some blue there and this floral down here, I think I'll go with the yellow. This coming Saturday, I have a master class for my 6th graders up to 12th graders. So that's going to be here, and then I have at least 3 blocks of time that I could use prepping for that. So let's kind of do something that coordinates. Like the master class could be this. Let's do 3 master class preps. So I'm going to have to think what I can do because I only have 2 of those dots left. I have 1 of those little flags left, so I'll think of it. Okay, now I'm out of event stickers. I have 1 flag and I have 2 little dots left, but I have this washi. So and I have this washi. So I'm thinking I'll use this washi to block out time, and then I will pull from my stash to get a sticker that coordinates to write on. So on Sunday, we're going to have church and then a huge just like hangout time rest day. And then on Saturday, there's going to be like some hangout time from 4 o'clock on, and then from 1 to about 4:30, all in here, I'll be doing laundry and filming my plan with me. Let's figure it out. Okay, so this is everything I'm going to do except for my memory verse, which is going to go in the sidebar. But speaking of the sidebar, I flipped all my pages underneath so that this is directly on the desk mat, which is a new item from Erin Condren. I have the In Bloom version. There are 3 versions. There's a focused, there's a mid-century circles version, but I really wanted this blush color. And I did that so that when I used my clean color dot marker, I wouldn't mess up because of the amount of bulk that I have built up at this point in my planner. So I just want it to be on a very flat surface. And then I wrote with my gel pen there. It was such a nice writing experience. So I'm going to leave it this way because just that little cushion underneath your writing kind of helps you, I don't know, feel like you're not sliding all over the place, and it just feels really nice. It's a nice writing feel. So here's where my memory verse goes, and this week's memory verse is Luke chapter 6, verse 45, "For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." How about a slow motion flyover? So that completes this week's spread in my hourly planner. And if you have any questions about any of the items that I've used, feel free to ask me and I'm happy to answer. I did add a deco sticker here to the empty full box. This was an Erin Condren sticker sheet, and I believe it's called Oh Joy. And I don't even know if it's still offered, but this little daisy looked great up there, I thought. And if you are totally new to this and you have no idea what I'm even doing, this is an Erin Condren Life Planner. There are so many different types, but this particular one is a 7x9 hourly layout, and I have a $10 off referral code for, it's not a code, it's a link. I always say it's a code, but it's a link down in my video description so that the first time you make a purchase from Erin Condren, you can get $10 off. So what I like to do at the end of my plan with me is say a prayer for the upcoming week. And I've written a prayer for the whole month of February that I'm using all through the month. And I invite you to join me if you would like to. Heavenly Father, lover of my soul, creator of my heart, and my reason for living, I pray today that you would allow me to renew my love for you above all else this month. Help me to set my heart on things above and to view everything in this life with your eyes. When my flesh and my heart fail, be the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Fill my heart with your love and truth so that what comes out of my mouth when I speak will please you and encourage others. My heart trusts you and only you. Make that statement as easy and natural to live as it is to say. My heart leaps for joy at the thought of your love for me. I praise you in song and in prayer, but also in every plan, task, and duty that fills my days. If love is the theme for February, let it be love for my Lord that consumes my thoughts. I know I have hurt your heart in the past, and I may hurt you again. Forgive me, Lord, and push my offenses aside, never to be seen again by your eyes. And now, as I embark on a new day and a new week, give your angels charge over me and over all those I love and over all those who are watching now and praying with me, to keep us all in our ways. We remember those we know who are sick and suffering, and we ask for the holy mercy and comfort of our great physician, to sustain and bless them. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, friends, that's going to do it for me. I thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Don't forget, I have a separate video going up this week for planning in my compact vertical. So look for that if you're interested in that layout. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.